Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Muhammad Abdullah and I am from Group 6. Now I will talk about the concept and efforts to enhance the blue economy. Okay, for the introduction, the seas neighboring Malaysia provides a major source of food, energy and livelihoods for our ecosystem. The Malaysian marine environment is renowned for its biodiversity and unique ecosystem, which include mangroves, coral reefs, and seagrass, and its natural resources contribute significantly to the sustainable development. The ocean has been a main component of the country's socio-economic development since it has historically served as a foundation for global commerce and commercial activities, particularly shipping, tourism, fisheries, and offshore oil and gas. As we know, ocean holds about 96.5% of all Earth's water and 71 of the Earth's surface is covered by water, which emerging the concept of the blue economy that encourages better use and protection of the ocean or blue resources while improving human well-being and social equity. The blue economy is aimed at the sustainable development of ocean and water resources. Realizing the blue economy benefits, it can lead to a better and new job creation, achieve higher rates of economic growth, and secure biodiversity and sustainable development obligations. For the definition, there are a lot more definitions defined by other experts, which similarly stressing the same as the World Bank that the blue economy is a sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth, improve livelihoods and jobs while preserving the health of ocean ecosystem. There are a few resources reviewed for the blue economy, which are first, renewable energy. This includes the hydropower, solar, wind, geothermal, and modern biofuel production, including modern forms of waste to biomass conversion. Second is maritime transport. Maritime transport is essential for sustainable trade and development, which has a great future in promoting economic growth and improving people's life. Third is climate change. Establishing climate change mitigation and adaptation strategies could build coastal resilience and improve ecosystem service and natural capital value. Fourth is fisheries and aquaculture. Promoting, regulating, and monitoring of responsible fishing practices through the fisheries management is crucial for the sustainability of resources in both coastal areas and high seas. Fifth is waste management. As we know, waste is the fastest growing environmental problem worldwide. Different strategies to prevent further plastic pollution in the ocean are being adopted, as well as strengthening of proper waste management globally. Six is tourism. Tourism is an important contributor to sustainable development as it supports job and wealth creation, environmental protection, cultural preservation, and poverty mitigation. So the notion of the blue economy evolved from the concept of green growth in response to growing concern about the considerable harm being done to our ocean ecosystem because of activities such as overfishing, habitat destruction, marine pollution, ocean acidification, and climate change. The idea of the blue economy has grown popular over the last decade, since it underlines the need to capitalize on the economic potential of oceans while preserving them for future generations. The blue economy concept focuses on development of the existing ocean sectors to further generate employment, promote entrepreneurship in new areas of economic activity, facilitate the interconnectedness of the regional economy, and contribute to sustainable development and climate change mitigation. In a broader sense, the concept should be able to show the critical role and contribution of ocean economic activities and coastal and marine ecosystem to national economies, provide evidence for a region-wide ocean policy and decision-making on related areas, also examine the benefits, costs, and impacts at the international and local levels. These have created opportunities for industry to transit to more environmentally sustainable practices and for new and innovative investments to be focused into promoting and restoring ocean health. There are several approaches and efforts to enhance the blue economy, which are first, developing a blue economy profile and conducting pilot studies of the ocean to help define and refine Malaysia's conceptions of a blue applicable assessments of economic growth, ecological sustainability, and environmental impacts. Second is promoting the use of ocean economy data in marine planning at the national level to facilitate further engagement by Malaysia with the other country in the region or related areas. Third is identifying relevant stakeholders and encouraging them involving through discussions and consultations for mapping exercises to rationalize better government efforts, identify interests that need to be safeguarded, and explore further opportunities. Fourth is identifying platforms or mechanisms that have underutilized funding resources as well as emphasizing developing related projects which will benefit the nation. And among the others are increased awareness and education for sustainable consumption and lifestyle, strengthen governance, national law for addressing marine litters, strengthen enforcement in curbing illegal plastic waste and dumping, integrated planning and management for optimal use of ocean space and ecosystem services. However, to enhance the blue economy, a few challenges need to be considered and overcome, which are first, unsustainable fishing. Unsustainable fishing is the result of technological improvement coupled with poorly managed access to fish stock and rising demand. FAO estimates that approximately 57% of fish stocks are fully exploited and another 30% are overexploited, depleted, or recovering. Fish stocks are further exploited by illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, which is responsible for roughly 11 to 26 million tons of fish catch annually, or in the currencies as much USD 10 to 22 billion in unlawful or undocumented revenue. Second is physical alteration and destruction of marine and coastal habitat. Coastal erosion also destroys infrastructures and livelihoods. Unplanned and unregulated development in the narrow coastal interface and nearshore areas has led to significant externalities between sectors, suboptimal siting of infrastructure, overlapping uses of land and marine areas, marginalization of poor communities, and loss or degradation of critical habitats. Third is marine pollution, for example in the form of excess nutrients from untreated sewage, agricultural runoff, and marine debris such as plastics. Fourth is impacts of the climate change, for example in the form of both slow onset events like sea level rise and more intense and frequent weather events, changes in sea temperature, acidity, and major oceanic currents, among others, already threaten marine life, habitats, and communities that depend on them. Lastly is the unfair trade. The exclusive economic zones, EEZ, areas in which a state has sovereign right over exploration and use of marine resources are crucial to economies of small island developing states and often dwarf their corresponding landmass and government's administrative capacity. In the case of fishing agreement allowing access to an EEZ, there is usually a low appropriation of fisheries export revenues by national operators and insufficient transfer to national stakeholders of specific fishing knowledge by foreign fishing companies. So the potential for national exploitation of the resources is reduced in the long run. That's all from our group. Thank you.